Hey, it's me, and just like I promised, I'm back this week for a little discussion on some diets and food practices that'll be really helpful during this time of year. We're in Vata season, air and ether elements are at their highest, which means that it's a really great time of year for simple, warm, soupy, nourishing foods. If you haven't checked out part one of this video, which is just last week's, I recommend watching that first. It has more information on what this Vata season brings, both personally and then more environmentally as well. And it also has some really great lifestyle tips and practices for you to try out and to use during this transition, this season, because it's really great to adjust and adapt what we're doing for our self-care, our yoga practice, and our daily routine, depending on what season we're in. It's a great way to sync our cycles up with nature. So, food choices. I mentioned already this is a great time for soups. One pot meals. The simpler your meals are, the better. Just think about when you have like a cold or something and your body naturally craves really simple, nourishing, liquid sort of nutrients. Same thing for this time of the year, because things are drying out, getting so spacious and airy. It's great to bring in some opposite qualities to our diet. So think warm, think oily, think moist. Get your Instant Pot out. Have a big one pot meal. That's what I do and I love during this time of year. Ingredients wise, I highly recommend most of the food that you eat is plant-based. I don't care if you eat dairy, I don't care if you eat meat, like that's personal choice up to you. In fact, meat and dairy is actually very good to eat during this time of year for certain body types. But what I really recommend for every single person is that your vegetable intake is high, and at this time of year, seasonal veggies are great because they have some of that rooted, grounded quality. So think about root vegetables, squash, more simple carbohydrates. Nuts are great at this time of year, like soaking some nuts for overnight and then having that as a little snack throughout the day. Those are all really great food choices. And this is also a great time of the year to add some spices into your life. Every season is great for spices, but specifically the spices that I encourage that you use while you're cooking are spices like cinnamon, cardamom, nutmeg, cloves, ginger, black pepper, cumin, basil, mustard seeds, and of course, some nice pink Himalayan sea salts, always really wonderful. So those are some great spices to cook with. I don't necessarily think you need to go out and get an Ayurvedic cookbook in order to eat seasonally. Just follow with some of these ingredients I've mentioned already with the spices and you'll be great. Add oil to your meals. Oil and healthy fats are so good for us, especially at this time of year. I really love cooking with nice ghee or grass-fed butter. Those are very nourishing, great choices for oils at this time of year. And finally, and this is more of a food practice than actual information on what it is that you can eat during this time of the year or could eat during this time of the year, and that is to slow down. Taste your food, chew your food, feel it as you swallow, let your stomach have some space to digest. It's said in Ayurveda to eat until we're about 2/3 of the way full so that we can leave a little space in our stomach for the actual digestive process to occur. And now the best way to make sure we're eating until we're about 2/3 full is by tuning into our bodies and listening to our bodies and slowing down while we do eat. Okay, I hope this video is helpful for you. Leave a comment below if you're trying out some of these ingredients and techniques. I'd love to hear from you, so let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you've tried. If you've got a killer recipe, leave it below. I'd love to hear more. All right, I'll see you next week with a new video. I hope you all are having a wonderful, cozy, warm October, and talk soon. Namaste.